Did you guys know that last year for Halloween, Heidi Klum, yes, Heidi Klum, German supermodel, fashion television show host, and best friend of Tim Gunn herself, Heidi Klum, dressed up as a worm. Fully a worm. Whatever you're thinking, it's not that. It's this.
Oh my God, Heidi, you're topping! Hey guys!
I just wanted to think outside the box, do something different. I want to put a smile on people's faces. I want to go like she was. What? A rainworm? Oh, what they say, the early bird catches the worm. My husband, I'm the worm.
You're the worm.
We're going fishing.
How many months?
Does that not just bring you joy? This Halloween, in an effort to commemorate and spread that joy, I'm going to be making a miniature replica of Heidi Klum as a worm. Welcome to this special Halloween edition of the Art Mack Makes Show, the show for Graham and the fam where Mac makes art and also makes conversation. This is upside down, okay? We can acknowledge it and move on. This is Editing Mac. Allow me to walk you through the process of making this project. Heidi Klum has a well-established reputation as being the queen of Halloween. She's been hosting Halloween parties every year since she was 27. Heidi Klum was once my age. And every year goes all out with her costumes. She works with Michael Marino, a special effects artist who's done a lot of really cool stuff, particularly making Heidi Klum into an old version of herself, turning her into Shrek from Fiona, and surrounding her with 5 models made up with prosthetics to look exactly like her. You do good work, Mikey boy.
I just want to say this is one of my best ones. I don't know if you agree, but I feel like $1 million.
You look like $1 million, Heidi. We like her. In order to make this replica, I decided to use what else? Barbie. And you didn't think this video was gonna have anything to do with Barbie. Gotcha! Alright, Ann. I had a few goals going into this project. I want to make the costume removable. That didn't happen. I want to have a separate mask piece for her face.
That didn't work either.
And also, I want to make the under costume, which
I did do that, but, well, you'll see.
I am going to try to do all of this today.
It took 3 days.
Day 1, I launched into cutting out the form of this worm out of some leftover foam I had from last video. Check this out. We have the top of the worm. Everything seemed to be working well, so I kept going with the rest of the body. This process made such a mess, but it was honestly really fun too. And this is what we ended up with. Next, I went in and started coating everything with this drywall plaster. I'm not really sure why I did this because looking back, it's where things started getting a little iffy. I guess I didn't film this, but I went in with layers of the plaster and then some Mod Podge and paint and stuff and ended up with this. It is pretty lumpy. So I let go of the idea that the costume would be removable and tried something new. I'll try something, and it's clay. This was a great idea because I could roll out clay, texture the strips exactly how I wanted, and then attach them to the worm. I just put the whole thing in the oven and bake at a low temperature, and things were going great. There was just the one frustrating detail of the Barbie. I spent a good amount of time on this Barbie, replicating what Heidi was wearing under the worm costume, which was this. I think that's pretty funny too, that she's dressed in this very sparkly, sexy thing, and then she's a worm. Back when I was doing this, I was imagining she'd be able to come out of the costume, but once she goes in, we're never seeing her again. But you know it's there, I know it's there, and Heidi knows it's there, okay? So it's not a waste, okay? Stop saying it's a waste. This is art. It's just making me think of Heidi Klum for how many hours with her arms. It's good stuff. It was getting late and becoming evident I would need more than one day for this project. So I'm going to a movie and then I will work on it tomorrow. Day 2. I'm back in costume, and let me tell you, I feel like $100. And I only paid $2 for this. So that's like a 500% increase in the amount of bucks. Investment. So when I got to work on day 2, I don't remember there being 2 of me, but I guess there was. So we both just worked on what I'd worked on the day before. Or maybe that she worked on the day before. Or I don't know. At one point, one of us had to go to the dentist, and it must have been me because I was numb. Got a kombucha. Now we're ready to get back to it. This was a breakthrough right here. I spread out Mod Podge, put like paint and ink in it, let it dry, peel it up, cut it in strips, put it on the thing, and it was creating the perfect effect. Yay! At some point, day 2 turned into day 3. I did a lot of the same on day 3 that I did on day 2, but I didn't film a lot of it. Until I came up with yet another new technique, which consisted of dipping thread in paint and putting it on the worm. And that was pretty neato Frito. Alright, final push. I sculpted the face, painted the face, put resin on the eyes to make them nice and glossy, and this looked pretty cool. And actually, before you know it, Mama was done. It is 2:02 a.m. and I am officially done. I'm really proud of it, and I'll introduce you to her tomorrow. If it looks like I was questioning my sanity here, I absolutely was. Good night. It's been about a week, and I am back in costume to introduce you to our completed Heidi Klum as an earthworm. This is what we ended up with. I really like it. I think it's funny. I think it's kind of creepy, a little gross. It is also going to be very good to sit next to my bedside as a weapon because it ended up very hard and quite heavy. There's no way that Barbie is ever coming out, but she's in there, see? See? I found the whole process really rewarding of just hitting this one project really hard for 3 days. Thought it was going to be 1. That was silly. And I start doing the side-by-side comparisons. It breaks down a little bit. Part of me wants to re-sculpt the face. I'm not going to do it. It's perfect the way it is.
I might redo the face.
Thanks for watching if you're watching, and like the video if you like the video. I'll be back soon with another video about, I don't know. Bye.
We're going fishing.
I'm not fit to be a mother.